passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Eagles 7, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 12. Now to the air. Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah. I don't know, it's you.
Locke working out of the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Hold it up here.
That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game
23 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Number 26.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
He was brought down.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message
was pretty much
is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now this time, Locke will throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1st down, Broncos.
Clock now on 1st down. Out quickly to Judy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
21-0 our score after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Field goal. A 40-yard.
And McManus missed it.
I need to do some fucking field goals in this goddamn online game.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 14. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Oh, really?
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
7-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as he
Running not that good.
Return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Really?
And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's complete to Jake Bunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Yeah.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Yeah, well, I think you might have to be. I have to do a couple like introductions, like what those like the first couple missions.
They needed some points on the board.
Then you'll probably be able to invite me or whatever.
Did, and you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got out.
No, I don't. I was wrong.
About that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit
Oh, no,
better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Kareem Jackson.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's not fully downloaded,
As we
is
get
it?
ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He's having a big game.
Yeah, it's probably like a missed marble, like Ofer or something, I think it was.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far,
Yeah,
that's the type of average he wants
like
to
a
take
blue,
with him in
like,
contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run here with Jason Huntley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now.
Units, and then yeah, calling for units you can use to buy at the vendors. You can buy like
taking their time,
cosmetics.
making it work.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah? I guess I don't remember doing that. Wow.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
No, the one to the left. I don't know if it's called reassemble or something.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Yeah.
At the 9-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far.
No, but yeah, it's like the online stuff.
Look to reverse that trend on second and goal. It's a second down run
That's like
for
the online
Sanders, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Like after you finish the campaign. I think you can start it now, but it's better if you finish the campaign and do that.
Think about running the ball here.
Yeah.
Not even
I thought it was called something else.
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing
Oh, it's probably called Operations right now because of the Kate Bishop campaign. That's probably why. So you have the regular campaign and the Kate Bishop campaign to play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Yeah. Yeah, taking aim is
just a great effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. First guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Fielded near the back of the
end zone. Yeah, do reassemble and then you do Kate Bishop after. Because if Kate Bishop is just Kate Bishop. In reassemble, you play as like everyone.
The Broncos onto the
But
field,
mostly you play as
They
Miss
have
Marvel
been struggling.
and
I
Hulk.
would imagine at
That's like the
halftime
main
they went
characters.
through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side. Because
now he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 20.
Bro, there's some RPOs that are like glitched to me. I don't know what the hell it is. Like the QB keeps the ball. It's not even like damn option play.
When I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly
she
what
has
happened.
she can stretch and stuff. Like Mr. Fantastic, pretty much.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Block. This is the tight end fan. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throughout the campaign, there's more comments that you can collect, though, like even online you collect, and they give you like extra power-up for players.
He's got his tight end fan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. The Eagles get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Oh, big time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Easy.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 50.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Hell nah, brother.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back. It lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone. And he got there in a hurry.
Big Scarface.
Get another shot
as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They go again with Huntley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Huntley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session.
The man still has Latavius Murray.
I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Nah, it looks like Allen's not playing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get 1 score closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run it here with Huntley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They run the counter. Huntley. And they'll get it 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely.
College football is lucrative. What I gotta watch them to put in parlays.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the
Yeah,
right
you know
side.
everything is a loser.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 41-yard
That
line.
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, finally.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
Block on target there to Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And they take a knee.
You pump. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. 24 is the mic.
And they will take a knee here. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
You got 3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week.